His name is Srikanth Bolla. He's absolutely not Bolla. First of all, I always say that. ये बोला तो है ही नहीं.
I forgot that it's my story. Even though I lived this story, I lived this life for last 30 plus years. Yesterday I felt tearful, I felt happy, I felt goosebumpy, I felt inspired. And I felt like there's much more to do.
We are not making a film about a visually impaired person. That's the first thing that we realized, that it's not about a visually impaired person. It is about you, me and everybody who goes up and down, just that he happens to be a visually person.
Exactly.
That I think set the tone of the film.
Hi Tushar, Srikanth.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Harshit Bansal. I'm here today on behalf of PVR INOX and on behalf of Humans of Cinema. And such a pleasure to have both of you here in Delhi. First of all, what do you think about the Delhi weather right now?
It's pretty hot here.
It's hot and
It's pretty hot, highly trafficy. It's taking a lot of time to travel. So Hyderabad is much cooler, much easier to
next
go
time
around.
they'll not allow you in Delhi. Don't say so much about it. They might throw you back from the airport. Now that you've become famous, don't act funny.
No, but do you have any fond memories of Delhi?
Yeah, Delhi is a great place. It's a green city, a lot of epic structures out there, and the whole country runs from Delhi. So I like in general.
Right. And you?
Yeah, of course, I have some family members here. But whenever I come, I go to Andhra Bhavan to eat food.
Oh, really?
That's my favorite place.
Do you have any other favorite restaurants here?
Andhra Bhavan.
Andhra Bhavan is your go-to place.
Yeah, that's my soulful place.
If you like Tibetan food, or I'm sure because Bombay, there are very few good Tibetan places, but you should definitely go to Majnu Ka Tila.
Yeah, I like Yum Yum Cha also. That's another
Yum Yum Cha is still like a little gentrified. But you should go to Majnu Ka Tila. That's like proper Tibetan food.
But Delhi food is much better than Bombay food. That I can say.
The Delhi
Hands down.
street food is very good.
Yeah,
The overall food is better.
100%. Okay, so because at Humans of Cinema, we talk about cinema, we talk about the impact of cinema. I would just like to start the conversation by asking you guys and knowing from you, just what kind of role has cinema played in your life? Were you, while growing up, were you watching a lot of films? Just were films playing an important part in your life?
I think, see, for me, I feel cinema is the most apt and accurate form of medium to communicate any message to people, because no one wants to read tons of literature materials, but the 2 hour cinema can give you so much for the entire life that you don't forget. So cinema is the best art form, entertainment, message driver, to anything. So I watch lot of movies. So basically whenever it comes to entertainment and movies, I watch in a medium that I belong to. Even though I understand very well Hindi and English, can speak, but I watch mostly Telugu movies because that's my mother tongue, because I feel I belong to that medium as far as the entertainment is concerned. Correct. So I kind of can relate to it and enjoy. So it's not about listening to speeches or anything, no, or giving speeches for that matter. It's about belongingness. So you relate to your own medium and then you follow and you entertain yourself. So I love Telugu. I love all movies. I've seen a lot of big good message oriented Hindi movies and some biopics of late, and mostly Telugu movies. I watch them pretty much all big movies.
Are there any like particular 1 or 2 films that really had like a huge impact on you?
Of late there is this movie called Sorore Potru, which is in Telugu it is a different name, Akasameni Haddura. That movie, although it is inspired from the real events of Captain Gopinath ji, but it is purely made a masterclass piece as a fiction, and the way it inspires you at every step is beautiful. Jyoti Kongara had done a phenomenal work on that actually. So I think I like that movie, and I have seen a lot of Hindi movies like Parmanu, that about the nuclear test. That movie was well done.
Have you seen Srikanth?
Yesterday I've seen Srikanth, even though I've seen much earlier pieces of it. Yesterday, single slot, no disturbed. I think I've seen this movie, and so far in my life this is the best movie I have seen, because I forgot that it's my story. Even though I lived this story, I lived this life for last 30 plus years, yesterday I felt tearful, I felt happy, I felt goosebumpy, I felt inspired, and I felt like, wow, there's nothing, there's much more to do. I think that sense of satisfaction and sense of that pride and the way my story is portrayed on silver screen is amazing. I have no words for Tushar and his team.
Wow. Tushar.
What can I say? He's already said everything. Huh? That's the problem. Giving interviews, Srikanth, I will not have time to talk anyways. But to be honest, this film, I just spoke to my wife while coming back today. Now it's done. It's out. It's almost 2 weeks now. And just by the entire love, एक होता है hit picture, you get picture hit हो जाती है. But the love जो होता है, you know, the love that we are getting and the blessings, especially the kids. We've come to Delhi specifically for the show of the persons with disability. That's what me and Srikanth have come for. And just those kids yesterday interacting with Srikanth after the movie got over, it was such a sight for me to see, and I had tears of joy because they were so happy that they saw something like this, and just that they are getting inspired by his life today. And my whole point is, I make films. My first film was about the two dadis and those how they stood up, and now I've made about Srikanth. And just that these unsung heroes, of course Srikanth was known, but today now he's known all over India and in the world much more than what he was. My whole job is done, and when he says this, that he is happy, nothing else matters to me.
No, and also it's about it's not about my story, right? So even the movie aptly concludes by saying, you don't take me as an inspiration, you should take someone like Devika or someone like Ravi Mantha or someone like the other characters in the film. Be inspirational to everybody, because not everybody can fight like me or anything like me, and luckily I am surrounded by good well-wishers, mentors, everyone. So everybody should have that support systems and things like so. This movie particularly will inspire teachers who is teaching people with disabilities, will inspire moms and dads who are in real disarray of what to do with their kids. This will inspire communities watching these kids being lived in that community without status, and corporates. This will inspire them to walk that extra mile to employ people with disabilities, and every person out there, right?
How were you drawn to his journey, his life?
What can I answer, yaar? Matlab, when I wanted to make this as my first film, I called him up 100 times that I'm from NDTV, I'm from BBC, and he gave me, then he stopped taking me, then I messaged him, he gave me some secretary's number, the secretary was even worse than him. So almost I chased them for 1 year, I could not catch hold of them. Then I made Sand Ki Aankh in the middle. Then somehow, luckily, he has one god-like fellow called Ravi Mantha, who was a kinder person than him and made me meet him. So I called up Ravi, I got in touch with Ravi on Facebook, and Ravi called me to Hyderabad, and he said, come to Hyderabad, you can meet Srikanth. When I reached there at the airport, Ravi tells me that we have already given the rights to someone. So I said, why did you call me? He said, no, but you sounded so excited. So I said, let me see if Srikanth likes your excitement. It's not my rights, it's Srikanth's rights, so let me spend 3 days with him. So I was sitting on the back seat every day, traveling with him to work. I could see, but luckily those 3 days, I actually saw what he is. His name is Srikanth Bolla. He's absolutely not Bolla. First of all, I always say that. Yes, ये बोला तो है नहीं.
No, see, basically.
अभी मेरा chance है, मैं बात करूँ.
Basically, when
you provoked him.
दे दूँगा. Basically, yes, exactly. See, basically, इन्होंने जब फिल्म का बारे में बताया तो I couldn't believe myself, right? See, films are made on big people like Mr. Modi.
इतना बड़ा झूठ. He has already given the rights to a bigger director. A very good director. He had given to Rakesh Prakash sir. He had the rights. And अभी ये देखो कितना how will I make a film on my life? सब sympathy gain करने की audience से. हाँ, rights दे चुका था. ये सब झूठ. अभी एक rights दिया था कि नहीं दिया था?
नहीं
दिया था कि नहीं दिया था?
वही तो रवि का वजह से दिया था.
दिया था ना? दिया था. तो my prompt is he saw 3 days he wanted to. मैं गया, पीछे बैठता था गाड़ी में. then he used to say, अरे बोलान का ना हमको वीडियो बनाना है, तू वीडियो बनाएगा? तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ लाइफ में अभी पिक्चर बना है, अभी मेरे को वीडियोग्राफी कर रहा है, शादी का वीडियो बनाएगा, इसका बोलैंड का वीडियो बनाएगा, ये सब पूछ रहा है. तो मैं बोला हाँ बनाऊंगा सब, हाँ. Then I was like, rights का हाँ we'll talk. तो रवि ने last दिन I was coming back. That's my luck actually. See, this is also happens that, I went with him with honesty that I really wanted to make it. So when you do something when you really want it with honesty, it just falls in your lap. I was dejected the last day. Ravi's wife Kavita has a restaurant, and they said that come, let's have lunch, and then you can go to the airport. And they had some business meeting over there, with some funders. And I still remember Gundapalli, that guy's name was. I still remember his name. He's one.
No, some other fellow.
No, yeah, some other. Some guys. He was there. He was sitting. I was eating lunch, and that guy said this guy's meeting was gone with the investor, and that guy said he introduced me. Luckily, he introduced that time. The first time he introduced me to someone that this is Tushar. He's made this film called Sandkyak, and Sandkyak had just released. It was around 2-3 weeks old only, and. That guy said, this is in Hyderabad, right? That guy said, oh, you made Sandkyak. We never see Hindi films, but my daughter went and saw it. Then she took my mother, then my mother took the entire family. What a lovely film. And he went on and all about Sandkyak. I said, yeah, thank you, sir. But I said, kya fayda, kuch hua hi nahi. And Ravi was also coming to Bombay. So me and Ravi left for the airport. Suddenly, I got a voice note from Mr. Srikanth, the great. He says that, Tushar, if you made Sandkyak, such a good film, people are still talking about it in Hyderabad, which is very rare for a Hindi film for people to talk. I'm sure you will make your second film much better. तो उधर भी बिजनेस उसने सोचा कि यार
कहानी मत बताना.
उधर भी सोच के ऐसा बिजनेस सोचा, and he said I will try my best to get the rights back to you. And honestly, Ravi and he went and spoke to Rakesh sir, and in one instant Rakesh sir just gave the rights back.
Rakesh sir and Bharti ma'am,
Bharti
his
ma'am,
wife.
yeah.
I think noble human beings.
Very, very.
Yeah.
No one would do that.
No one would do that. Everybody will take advantage.
Absolutely.
And
They just gave it because they could see that we wanted to make it, and
Nice.
he wanted, and that's how the
And
journey
I
started.
truly admire those people, because everybody is now in a life, wants to take advantage, but what knows, see, Tushar taught me one thing. You don't ask anyone what you want, let the destiny bring anything that you
That's what I
deserve.
believe.
So he taught me that concept. I think he deserved it, and I deserve a great masterclass piece from him. So we both kind of were lucky.
Okay, Srikanth, there's one thing that I need to tell you, that there's one thing that's common between you and me, and it is that even I was in school in probably class 6th or 7th when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam came to our school, and he delivered a speech, when he came to our school, and he said this one line, and I'm not even kidding, like I have stood by that philosophy all my life. He just said this one very simple thing, that dreaming small is a crime.
Yeah.
And he made the whole school, every student say it out loud.
Yes.
And something as simple as that just stays with you,
Yes.
And I think that was genuinely a moment that kind of changed my life completely. What was that one moment for you with him, or that one teaching that has stayed with you over the years?
First of all, meeting him was the most memorable moment that I cherish for rest of my life, because when everybody said, "Arey, we are meeting Dr. Kalam," and okay, all excitement out there, and people say we have to see him from far distance. So I thought to myself, oh shit, I cannot see him. So how would I know how he looks like? And no one see, the destiny brings everything closer. So I was not only able to feel him, touch him, meet him, hug him, and spend more time. After that meeting in 2006, we had been in touch for several years, addressed together from the same stage, several events, and getting appreciation from him as one of his heroes is the most important honor and memorable honor that I always cherish and take it with me and leave it here in this world for the younger generations to cherish, because such things are very rare and they are not they cannot even be dreamt about.
Tushar, there is this underlying sense of warmth and empathy and this sense of comfort throughout the film, which is kind of the kind of thing that everyone is looking for nowadays, especially when they're going to watch a film. But at the same time, you have made sure that you show Srikanth for all his ups and downs, as he was also mentioning. You have shown him for I mean, every human is essentially a person who is made of grays. You can't just make a biopic where you're showing a person as just good in every way, right? And but that is also something that is rare to see, especially in mainstream Hindi cinema. How did you find your tonality for this film?
So I actually I have to give this to my writers, Sumit and Jagdeep, who see, it all starts obviously. So I'll tell you how it happened. So this man, I used to call him up every day, tell me about your life. Like always, he thought I'm making a film. Hoga nahi, kab hoga pata nahi. So he used to hardly pick up the phone. So then we used to be Googled. Today, luckily, everything of his life is on Google. So which was lucky. All the big points of his life is anyways at Google. Then we sat with the writers. Then we made it up. Then once in a while, sir used to come on the call and say, yes, this happened. So then we used to add that. Then when actually the movie was first time announced, so Ravi and he came down to Bombay. That time we thought, kuch ho raha hai. And we had kept him in Sea Princess. So I told my writers, this is a chance to meet him now. Now he believes that the film is getting made. Let's talk to him, and we still have a time before the movie starts. So we were at Sun and Sand, and we had booked his room, and it was around 6 o'clock in the evening, and we were sitting there already, and our man arrives, the door opens, he walks towards the window because it was sunset time, and he just goes near the window, and he says, look at the sunset, it's so beautiful, and look at the beach over here, it looks so beautiful. And obviously I know him, so I know this guy can do that. But my writers were in complete shock because they were meeting for the first time. And they asked me, really, can he really not see? I said, yeah, but don't worry, he is like this only. And that's how we have to keep the film, I said. So the whole point, and Sumit and Jagdeep understood that we are not making a film about a visually impaired person. That's the first thing that we realized ourselves, that it's not about a visually impaired person. It is about you, me, and everybody who goes up and down. Just that he happens to be a visually person.
Exactly, I
and
happen to be.
that I think set the tone of the film. And we realized that. Then obviously we wrote. Then another person that I have to really, because I listen to everybody in the team. Made me Nidhi. Nidhi and we fight a lot. In fact, and we come to term that what we should do. Another person is Raj. I think I have to give him also that credit. That when he heard the film, he said that Tushar, it was just all going up, nice. He said, yeah, it's there. After one point, you will feel tired. It's just all good things only happening.
Correct.
Wo aisa zindagi, that's not life. And luckily, Mahanathi came out that time, and this guy saw it, and he called me up and he said, yaar, Mahanathi is so good that they showed a bad side. So I said, I took chance pe dance kar liya maine uss time. And I said, yaar, can I show you bad? Instantly he said, yeah, please. And he told me the episode. I knew about those episodes, but we were not talking about it. Like all biopics, you never talk about the bad things about the main central character. And then I told him, he said, yeah, please go ahead. Just don't show me, which he doesn't smoke, doesn't drink. He just said that. I said, obviously, I'm not going to show you that. And we did what was happening in his life. Obviously, I'm not making a documentary, so most of the plot points are real, but you amplify it and you masala tadka dal ke. That's my style. I like to, like someone that day, Anubhav Sinha said that I take real stories and add Bollywood sauce to it and I present it. So that I think has become my style. Maybe Sankiya ko this. So that everyone contributed to it, and today we are here. So maybe Raj, Sumit, Jagdeep, Nidhi. Oh, Bhushan ji also, after he saw the film, he was the one person who came out after seeing that and he said, अरे यार क्या पिक्चर बन गई है, खाली इसमें बैकग्राउंड एकदम फिल्मी कर दो, एकदम मतलब make the back, yeah, and that really turned out really cool because it just made the film more lively.
The score is fantastic.
Yeah, everyone is talking about it today, and he just said, just make it, don't think about it, just make it like a commercial film. Tushar, you made a great commercial film, trust me. And the songs like Papa Kehte, Nidhi, we had put the song only in the promo. Then we asked him and he graciously said, yeah, take this song. He changed a couple of songs and got new songs in. So everybody has contributed so much to it. It just came all together because everyone was doing it honestly. एक होता है कि आप पिक्चर बनाते हो, आप प्रोजेक्ट बनाते हो, ये वो सब, but ये honestly सबके दिल से आ रहा था. So it just became all together, all the positivities. Even this film, I have to give credit to Mr. Shiv Chanana, who's the CEO of T-Series. He and we fought. He said, no, get the film 1 week in advance. And because of that, we got 3 weeks run ekdam completely free. The Kalki was coming, it didn't come. And I had to fight with my team. Thanks to my team, they worked day and night to deliver the film. And because we were coming 1 week suddenly in advance. Nice. I could not sleep for 7 days. I absolutely was sleeping in the lab for 1 hour. My entire team was just going mad. But we delivered, and it's all paid off, you know. So everybody had, I don't know, just everybody gives the right suggestion, and I like to listen to everybody. And I take everybody's suggestion and move along with that.
What do you think about Raj's performance, Shri?
I think stunning. I mean, marvelous, because he had literally taken my mannerisms. So I heard people saying, "Arey yaar, the way you get angry lines on your face, the same way Raj is getting, the way you put your eyes up, he's putting the same way, the way you turn your head, he's doing the same way," like that, you know. Many, I think Raj has literally mastered the art of playing my character, and Jyotika ma'am has delivered a wonderful performance. I think the entire crew, heroine has done phenomenal work. The entire team, I mean, everything went right, just like Bahubali. I think how well everything went. No, I'm not talking about the commercial aspect of it. How things went for Bahubali. The cast, crew, the team hard work. I think the similar way, this film had all elements right, but the film is not bigger. I mean, film is bigger in the hearts of the people, may not be commercial, but it's in the hearts of the people. This film will remain in the hearts of the people and will go on a long way, and this will serve as a source of inspiration.
I have to add to this because Raj, you know, I went, obviously he met him, he met the kid Srikanth, who's also visually impaired completely. But we went to schools and we saw all these kids are so confident, like you can see how confident he is. So was the kid. Raj, there is something that obviously he's taken his mannerisms and all, but he's not made a caricature of it. He's added his own also. And but the best part that he took from all these kids was the attitude. The attitude is the thing that people have to understand, that he caught that attitude, and that attitude shows on screen. So एक होता है कि आप some mannerism तो देख लो, but वो attitude, to get that attitude now for an actor is the most important, which reflects on screen. So agar aap Srikanth ka attitude, if you see the way he is, he's cocky, the way he has that attitude, so it looks real when he goes bad also. So that he got, you know, instantly he just got that in himself, which is the best part. I feel everyone says that eye movements and all, that's great, but the attitude that he took, made Srikanth special. Raj to came on board, but even Jyotika instantly, and because it was not that big budget and industry was going on a crunch, the film, because Bhushanji told us to control the budget, and we had to control the budget and get it done because the films were not running that time, because just after COVID, and we were starting then, because COVID came in, we were starting just after COVID. So obviously the announcement had come before COVID, but then after COVID the budget had to be crunched, everything had to be controlled. So everyone just helped us. Jyotika cut her price down. Sharad, which I think was the most unusual thing that has ever happened, did the film for 101 rupees. Who does that?
Wow.
Yeah, he just did it for 101. Just imagine. And he just, and I it's just magic how these things, even Alaya, she just came out the story. She didn't care about her price, how many days she's shooting. It just made me more responsible to give her back, you know, so I worked harder on her role. Initially, she had only 5 days work. In the end, we shot almost 20 days with her. And I made the film in 41 days. It was supposed to be shot in 65. We finished in 41 days. So it was just magic happening. The entire team coming together.
41 days including the US
everything.
Everything. Wow.
Everything. We did 7 locations and we finished in 41 days. And today, like Bhushanji says, that he has done 100 T-series, has done 100 films. First time, whatever budget, after they controlled the budget, made it lesser, even then, we saved almost 20% and gave it back. It's the first time that has happened in the history of T-series that they have done 100 films, that someone has, in that time, after controlling the budget, that is like, and still giving 20% back to them, is a great thing. So it makes us so proud that we did that. Because everyone just came together and just wanted this. So, you know, ye hota when people are so proud to be a part of this film.
Oh. Shri, I mean, one of the most remarkable things for me in the film was to learn about your journey with Bolland Industries and how you had this vision of creating a company where you could give more opportunities to people with disabilities. How has your vision evolved over the years, and where do you see yourself taking this company in the future?
So actually, my vision is great, everything is great, but we did face a lot of setbacks in terms of meeting our personal goals. So basically, hiring people with disabilities is not a commercial choice. It's our emotional choice and our way to give back to the society, and yet take the work that is commercially viable from them on site. So until you hire them, it's your personal and emotional choice, but once you decide on the candidate, once they walk into you, then you treat them equal, and then you take equal output. And I am very happy all my workers, staff had delivered excellent results. They have been with me in ups and downs, but the problem we are facing is we want to hire hundreds and hundreds, not even hundreds, thousands of people with disabilities. The problem is we cannot bring jobs to where they are. We need to bring them where jobs are there in the country. We are so geographically disconnected. So, how can I bring someone from Bihar to Hyderabad and keep them in meaningful accommodation and pay them meaningfully and yet achieve the similar output? That is my biggest challenge that I have been tackling ever since, and we are taking a step forward in that manner now, trying to work with corporates, trying to build some ecosystem with partnerships from corporates and Boland, and see how we can bring people from different parts of the country who are differently able and then have them work on our sites.
Okay, so on an ending note, this is the question that I always end with. It's slightly different from the rest of the conversation that we've had, but what does happiness mean to you?
Srikanth.
That's I am thrilled to hear that from him. And
the movie Naughty.
I know. Movie is me. So, anyway, I think that's lovely to hear. So you see, for me, showing compassion is what is happiness, because I always say this to people: compassion is actually richness in this world, and it is what you as a person makes you richer at heart. Because people say compassion means giving 10 rupee coin at a traffic signal to a beggar. No, that's just removing your guilt. Compassion is showing someone meaningful opportunities, showing some livelihood opportunity to thrive is what is compassion.
इतना बड़ा आंसर दिया, मैं भी दे देता हूँ. इतना बड़ा इतना, और मैं खाली श्रीकांत बोल के चुप. No, but I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with what happiness means to me. So, when I was 45, I wanted to retire. I had made my money with my wife. My child was not born, and we were just two of us and our dogs, and I wanted to shift out of Bombay. There's a hill station called Lonavala. I wanted to buy a hill station house and go and do gardening and retire. And then I saw the dadis at 65 made their lives. It just turned my life. So, and I realized at 65 they have done so much, and and here I'm talking about retiring. So now today happiness means for me to make films like this. May it be Srikanth or may it be Sandkiyak, and obviously the next films are Chalk and Cheese. That's my company with Nidhi. So today that making films has become happiness for me. It's like it's my hobby now. Like how people want to do gardening and play golf, I'm making films. So I rather be happy in the films I'm making. So that's my actual happiness, is to make these kind of films and enjoy my life. So it's become, because hobbies are something that you enjoy and you're happy about doing it. And that's what I'm doing. So at this age, I'm almost 50. I'm making films, the ones that I want to make.
Right.
Not what people want me to make. So that's the most important thing.
Actually, he founds more happiness in bullying me.
Chalo, I think on that perfect note, thank you so much, Tushar. Shri, this was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Again, congratulations on the film. I really liked it.
We request, both of us request people to tell their friends and family on their WhatsApp group. पे लोग jokes भेजते हैं. If they have seen it, please send on WhatsApp group. Tell your people to go and see this film in theaters, because everyone, you've seen it, right?
Yes.
It's worth seeing it in the theater, right?
Absolutely.
So I just hope people go and see this film, because this kind of film needs an audience, not because it's my film. So tomorrow more films like this get a chance to get made. If people like this, and मैं तो लोग बोलते हैं अच्छी पिक्चर नहीं बनती, ऐसा नहीं बनता. अगर आप लोग थिएटर में आके नहीं देखेंगे और नहीं हमको, मतलब it will not do business, then tomorrow these kind of films will not get made.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thank you so much for all the encouragement and heartwarming messages from across the country, and I owe this happiness and regards and my deepest respects to Tushar, who had believed in this and
At last.
has done wonderful masterclass piece for the as a history. Now this has become a history. This will remain forever, and Tushar will witness it, and then younger generations will witness Tushar's work.
Yeah.
भास्कर एयरपोर्ट पे दिल्ली पे मारेंगे मेरे को.
How lovely. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. This was Harshit Bansal and PVR INOX signing off from Humans of Cinema.